All right, so this video is about exploring how you can stand out as a real estate agent in the online space. And I don't have anything scripted. This is going to be off the top. I'm going to show you how I think about things as a marketing strategist. Okay. So I'm going to focus on real estate agents in Atlanta, Georgia, but you can apply this to any any state, any city. Okay. So my name is Robbie Cornelius. I help entrepreneurs establish, grow, and monetize their presence on the internet. And I'm the owner of this amazing web asset group. But I just want to start off here. I like to start off by doing basic research. What's basic research? Basic research is basically this. I know for the most part that everything on the internet starts and ends with attention and traffic. If you understand attention and traffic, then you have a tremendous amount of opportunity at your disposal. That's an easy way of saying, listen, if you know what people are paying attention to, if you utilize that thing that they're paying attention to and consciously direct them to an end goal, you'll get traffic. And if you got traffic on the internet, you got money. This platform right here is a platform that I use a lot. It's called expireddomains.net. It's a free platform that's going to give you access to expired domain names. The reason why expired domain names are so powerful is because expired domain names are domain names that have a history on Google already a lot of times. And if you could find a good domain name related to a particular industry that has a good history with Google, you could potentially utilize that domain name to your benefit. And a lot of people, a lot of marketers think that, the name of a domain name doesn't matter anymore. I find that to be not the truth. I find that it does matter, and it matters so much, especially on a local basis, like we're trying to do here for real estate agents in Atlanta, Georgia. So before we dive in there, I want to do a deep dive. Okay, I could be all over the place, but I promise you, this is just the way that I think. I'm going to type in real estate agent Atlanta. That's all I'm typing in on Google. I'm not using the Chrome extension. I'm not using my incognito screen, but I just want to see who comes up. So it's funny that we're looking at real estate because when it comes to the World Wide Web, everything is real estate. Everything inside of the internet is real estate. And I've been screaming that since the beginning of time, okay? But who do we have here? We have Justin Landis Group. We have Chattel Group. We have Real Property Management. Okay, so right now, these are the first three sponsored real estate agents that's showing up at the top of Google. And then if you look up under this, you're going to see justinlandisgroup.com, that sponsor. And then here we have some more sponsored companies, okay? Google My Business. What I'm focusing on for this particular video is everything that comes after that, okay? All of this. This is what we call organic top of Google search. Organic top of Google search. After you get past the Google My Business listing here, you got your organic top of Google search. I want to make myself clear. This is where the money is right here as well. This is where your money is because right here is a position that's held by individuals that's not paying Google a CPC, which is a cost per click. Every time one of these ads get clicked on, boom, boom, that's charging that person or costing that person money. That could be good or bad depending on how you look at it. But what we want to do here is we want to focus on things that help us show up organically. Now we got some big players that we're up against right here. We got realtor.com. And realtor.com is a juggernaut in the online and physical real estate space. They're spending a tremendous amount of money a lot of times to show up at the top of Google. We got homes.com, we got harrynorman.com. I'm not really familiar with Harry Norman, but they must be doing something right because they're showing up at the top when it comes to organic search. And then we got Zillow. Okay, so right now I'm going to focus on these four right here. Now, what most people fail to realize as a real estate agent, a lot of people are super duper reliant on a platform like realtor.com, homes.com, and most importantly, Zillow.com. Most people are super reliant on those platforms. And because they are super reliant on those platforms, they don't really go the extra mile outside of social media to make themselves stand out. A real estate agent that's kind of smart in terms of marketing will put themselves out there on social media in some kind of way. But as I always say, social media is a gated community that you also don't own. So the next best thing is to, or even the best thing is to figure out how can you become a realtor.com? How can you become a homes.com? How can you become a Zillow.com? And you might be thinking to yourself, Robbie, that's just astronomical. I don't have enough money to become a Zillow. And I would beg to differ. I think you really, really do. And it's not just about it's not about competing with Zillow. It's about just getting your piece of the pie. Okay, how can I become a Zillow myself? This is what I would be thinking about if I were in the real estate space. If I were an agent, if I were a broker, I'd be thinking about how in the world, how in the heck can I become a smaller version of Zillow? Now, Zillow has few things working for it here. Zillow is doing a lot of things well. And we'll dive into a lot of those things that they're doing well in terms of generating success using the power of the internet. They have built a platform that's not only attracting people that are looking to buy a home, but they've also attracted a platform that's attracting people that are looking to sell a home and rent a home. And they're also done a great job at attracting people that are looking for buyers and sellers as agents and as brokers. So they've done a really good job. They didn't just build a personal brand, they built a platform that other people in the industry would be using to get the end result that they're looking for. That's how you have to think when you're thinking like a Zillow. How can you become your own little baby Zillow? Now, I'm not saying you're going to make billions a year doing this, but you can make hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, millions doing this strategy that I'm talking about right here. And very few real estate agents take me up on this offer because when I talk about it, it seems so out of reach, so out of touch. But I'm like, listen, I know that this works. So I want you to look at what they're doing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze Zillow, and we're going to use Zillow as an example. I'm going to analyze Zillow very deeply. I'm going to go to a platform called similarweb.com. You can use the free version. It'll give you a couple of details about any particular company. I'm going to go and type in Zillow. And as we can see here, it's telling me that Zillow gets around 345.7 million visitors per month. Per month. And they have a 41.9% percent bounce rate. And that bounce rate is just a number that lets you know that when someone lands on a Zillow website or Zillow page, 41.9% of those visitors leave immediately after the page loads. Okay, so that's showing me that even with a bounce rate of 40%, 50%, you can still have success in online real estate. When I talk about digital real estate, this is what I'm talking about. You don't have to be a real estate agent to understand the concept of digital real estate. But right now we're talking about real estate agents. I'm going to think like a broker, even if I'm not a broker. Okay. And that's what this platform, this is what this strategy will cause you to do. I also see here that they're getting 15 on average 15 page views for every single visitor, and the average user is staying on a Zillow page 6 minutes. Now, what is a Zillow page? Okay, this is a Zillow page. Most people will probably go to Zillow.com. Okay, if they've just heard about Zillow, go to Zillow.com. Boom, that's Zillow.com. But inside of Zillow.com, there are potentially millions of pages, because every single listing that you see in Zillow is a page in and of itself. Now, I want you to look at what happens. We got Zillow.com right here. And when I click on a piece of property, it changes that URL. It goes from Zillow.com to Zillow.com /home details /1502 dash Thractor TRL grapevine text whatever. So the point that I'm making here is there's millions of pages inside of Zillow. I want you to understand, not only is Zillow.com a piece of real estate, but every single listing inside of Zillow.com creates an additional page inside of Zillow, thus creating more digital real estate, because every single web page and page inside of a web page is real estate on the internet. And I want you to think about it like that. Not to mention, Zillow is not even doing the heavy lifting, because they've attracted people that are looking to use their platform to buy, sell, and rent. The people that are using that are uploading these listings are doing all the hard work. They're doing all the SEO. Okay, all the SEO. And SEO is simply search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. So what you should be doing as an agent is you should be thinking like a Zillow. How can I create some type of website and or app that will cause real estate agents, brokers, and people that are looking to buy and sell to come to my platform when they're looking for real estate? Even if I'm giving my competitors a platform, I can still monetize that platform in addition to listing my own stuff on my own digital platform. Now, I know I might be speaking Spanish to you right now, but I just want to let you know that you might have to listen to this video multiple times. The reason why you might have to listen to this video multiple times is because I want you to understand the concept here. You are not just going to think like a real estate agent. It is time for you to think like a Zillow. Become the owner of a piece of digital real estate that multiple people are using. Okay. Now, we understand this concept. Hopefully, you do. I'm going to go back over here to expired domains, and I'm going to log in, and I'll be right back with you. Now, here's what I want to do. I'm logged into expireddomains.net. Free platform, allows you to find expired domain names. I look at expired domain names as the foreclosure list of digital real estate, because this is where all the domain names that people did not renew go to, and you can pick up those domain names. The reason why it's very smart to get expired domain names is because expired domain names typically have history in Google. And because they have a history with Google, they have a better relationship with Google than someone that buys a domain name that nobody's ever heard of before. It's not always true, but a lot of times it is true. So, what am I doing here? I know that I want to create a platform that will attract other agents, that will attract brokers, that will attract customers that are looking to buy, rent, and sell. And I'm in Atlanta. I want to know if it's possible that there's a domain name, an expired domain name, that's being searched for a lot, but is not coming up because nobody owns it. Why do I want to know that? Because if a domain name is being searched for a lot, that means that domain name is already getting a lot of attention. And if that domain name is already getting a lot of attention, guess what? It's going to be willing, it's going to be easier for me to generate a lot of traffic with that domain name if I set it up the right way. So I'm looking for keywords. A keyword is specific words that people are using when they're searching for a particular thing. So I'm going to go up here to the top of expired domains, and I'm going to type in Atlanta real estate. And what I'm going to do here, notice I separated the words, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring these words in, because when you are looking at domain names are typically all together, okay? All together. The words just run together. I don't like domain names that have spaces and dashes and all of that weird stuff in the between. I like domain names that get straight to the keyword, straight to the point, straight to the keyword. So now that I know that this domain name says Atlanta real estate, I'm going to hit search. And what I'm looking for is a list of high ranking domain names that are associated with Atlanta real estate. I'm going to go right here where it says show more. And I want to select allow domain list. I'm going to select right here where it says deleted domains. That's all I want. Deleted domain names are domain names that have expired and you can pick them up for relatively low cost. Okay. So that's why I only want to select this one. And then I'm going to go up here to this category where it says additional. And I'm going to be very biased. I like to buy .coms, .nets, .orgs, or, and this or is, I'm very choosy about when I buy this type of domain name. Let's I'm gonna do .ai and then one more, which is .io, which is right here. So after I have those selected, I got what, 5 domain type endings selected. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna hit apply filter. Now, Atlanta Real Estate.io is already grabbing my attention. It's getting around 8,100 searches per month as a keyword. Atlanta Real Estate.io is getting 8,100 searches per month. CPC is estimated that the cost per click, if I wanted to run ads for that particular keyword as well, the cost per click would be around $1.85 per click as it currently resides. Right here where it says BL, there are no backlinks. Okay. There's no backlinks, but that's okay. And a backlink is really, really good a lot of times, because a backlink is indicating that there are websites out there on the World Wide Web that are linking back to this particular domain name 9 times out of 10 in an article that somebody has written about. And if you can buy a domain name that has a tremendous amount of backlinks, you're picking up what they call link juice. Link juice. And link juice is just the overall residue that's going to pop up that you're going to benefit from people that are clicking on those links that are in other websites that are talking about you for better or worse. But if a domain name doesn't have any backlinks, it still is, it's not going to be enough to push me away, because I like what I'm seeing right here. And there's a couple of things that I think about. I think about Atlanta real estate as being a keyword that I really, 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 really want to target. So another thing I'm gonna do, and that's about where I stop. I really don't get into all of this. 9 times out of 10, I don't look at all these other categories. I do look at the ACR right here. And the ACR is going to be an archive of what the website used to look like when somebody else had it. So this will basically give me access to a time machine that will let me see what the website looked like way back in the day. And so um, I click on this sometimes, but right now I'm only looking for, right now in this particular moment, I just want to see how many people are searching for this particular domain name. So what I'm going to do is click on SG, and it's going to bring all the highest ones to the top. So here's what I'm seeing, which is very interesting. We got atlantarealestates.org, and then that's getting 8,100 searches per month. And then we got atlantarealestate.io, that's getting 8,100 searches per month as well. This one used to be a website at some point because I see here that it has 16 archive dates. I'm going to click on that number 16 right here. And all I want to do is get an idea of what this website used to look like back in the day. That's all I want to know. What did this website used to look like? So I'm going to go back right here. As I see here, the last time it was initially updated was around 2018. So I'm going to go back here where this tallest bar is. I'm going to click right there, and it's going to give me a couple of marks as to where when this domain name was last updated. And I'm going to click on this time slot to see if it'll give me an idea of what this website used to look like when it was alive on the World Wide Web. It doesn't always pull up, but a lot of times we get lucky and we get to see what a domain name looked like. And sometimes people buy domain names for different reasons. Some people buy domain names to build a website and build a business around them. Some people buy domain names and they intend to build stuff with it and they never do. And that's why a lot of these domain names expire and go back to the foreclosure list, as I like to call it. So as you see here, nothing is coming up. I'm going to go up here to the top right, and I'm going to click on another space to see if we can go back far enough to get an idea of what the website used to look like. Nothing's pulling up for me right here for this domain name. And that is right now. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, nobody really ever did anything with it. So you got atlantarealestates.org. Now, this domain name in and of itself, although it's getting a lot of searches per month, I don't necessarily like it. And the reason why is because real estates is plural. Atlanta real estates. So I just imagine myself telling somebody my domain name and I'm like, oh, what's your domain name? Oh, it's atlantarealestates.com. And I don't want to say the extra S on the end. That's just my little personal bias, okay? That's just my personal bias. At the same time, though, I still could buy it and not use it as my main domain, but use it as a domain name that I'm forwarding to my main domain, since a lot of people are searching for it already anyway. This one right here, atlantarealestate.io, this one rolls off the tongue a little bit better to me. atlantarealestate.io, atlantarealestate.io. Hey, what's the name of your domain name? Oh, it's atlantarealestate.io. See, I can see myself saying that. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to star this one. I'm going to star that one right there. Okay. And I want to make sure that I save this. Okay. I got it right there. Save searches. Perfect. As you see here, save searches. All right. And then I want to go back. And then I want to go back up here and I want to change these words around. See, when it comes to SEO and choosing the right domain name, you might have to change words around. You also want to make sure you didn't misspell anything. So what I'm going to do is, instead of saying Atlanta real estate, I'm going to say real estate Atlanta and see what happens. Okay. Commercial real estate Atlanta.net. Okay. 1,300 searches a month. Commercial real estate Atlanta.org. 880 searches a month. Wholesale real estate Atlanta. So I'm not picking up the vibe on this. So what I want to do is I want to take away real estate in and of itself, and I'm just going to type in homes, Atlanta homes. Ah, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Now we're cooking. AtlantaHomesForSale.org. That's a really good domain name. It's getting around 14,000 searches per month with a CPC of 148, which is cost per click. No backlinks. It does have an archived record. And I'm going to click on that number to see if we can get an idea of what the website used to look like. The last update was in 2021. So let's see if we can go back on this time machine to see what it looked like back in the day. It's taking its time. It's loading right now. Sometimes it takes a while to load. It's not always guaranteed that you're going to see what it used to look like. Now I'm gonna show you some really cool things. All right, so uploading, uploading, uploading. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on, come on. All right, while that's doing that, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. While that's figuring out if it wants to show us what it used to look like or not, we're gonna look at some more stuff. Here's another one right here. Look at this. Buckhead Atlanta Homes. So what we're doing, oh, okay. So this used to be a Keller Williams website. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, this forwarded to something else. Okay, so somebody used to have this domain name and they would forward it to this domain name because this is a Keller Williams website. Find homes from Macon to the mountains. I like that. See, somebody was thinking, let's see if that domain name, so it changed domain names up here. So think about it. We were looking at atlantahomesforsale.org. So somebody from Keller Williams used to have this domain name, and it looks like they were forwarded to viewatlantahomelisting.com. So what I want to do here is I'm going to take this viewatlantahomelisting.com and I want to see if that domain name is still up. Okay. So now I'm going to click that. Okay, yes, it's still up. Okay, so boom, that one's still up. And see, somebody has the right idea here. They have turned their own platform into its own little baby Zillow. Look at that. I like this. I like this a lot. What I want to do is I want to do some analytics on this. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go back over to Similar Web. I'm going to click right here. I'm just going to drop that domain name there and hit enter. Okay, and so right now, they're getting around 363 visitors a month. But I like to cross-reference things because you just never know. You know, every software is going to tell you that a website is getting different traffic. So this one says 55. Well, that's SEO. It doesn't mean total visitors. But that's just SEO. This one is total visits. So these visits could be coming from social media. They could be coming from multiple platforms. But so you want to keep that in mind as well. But I do see that the domain name is getting traffic. However, let's look at this. So I wonder if their traffic dropped off. Look at this. Their traffic dropped off around November of last year. Their traffic drop. I wonder if that domain name expired then. Let me see something here. Let me see. So where is the expired date? Let's see if I can find it. This is the birth year, and this one is the add date. Let's see, when did it expire? It's not showing me when it expired. Am I missing that? List status. No, it's not showing me when the expiration date. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this one, okay, it expired for them. It doesn't mean it expired on this date. It was added to the expired domains list on 4/14/2023. So a couple of months ago. So they probably let it go back in November for whatever reason. A lot of people forget to renew these domain names. So okay, Atlanta Homes for Sale. I like these domain names. Feels like I found a gold mine. AtlantaHomesForSale.org. So let me see. Let me confirm that though. I want to make sure that I'm not just reaching here because it looks like they were just using that domain name to forward to their main website. I'm going to go back to 2016 and see if we can find anything. Let's go back to September 2017, excuse me, and see if we can find anything. And let's watch for this domain name at the top to see if this domain name changes. No, it actually used to be another website. Holy majoli. Okay. Yes. So it used to be its own website at one point. It was owned by somebody named Michael William with Morgan Michael Real Estate Consultants, Metro Atlanta. I want to Google this person. This is how I do. This is how I do. This is how I do. This is how I do research. So let's do this. Let's take all of this right here and we just go and search. Okay, here's Morgan Michael right here. Morgan Michael. Morgan Michael, he's with realtor.com as well. So let's see. Morgan Michael. Morgan Michael, you're slipping on your pimping. You're leaving money on the table, Morgan Michael. Morgan Michael was leaving money on the table. Morgan Michael Real Estate Consultants LLC hasn't provided a bio yet. I wonder if Morgan is still around. Let's see if Morgan, are you still around? Morgan, why am I calling him Morgan Michael? Okay, yeah, Michael William. His name is Michael William, and the company is called Morgan Michael. So Michael William. Let's see here. Let's go to Facebook. Let's see something here. I just like to. This is how we do our due diligence, everybody. This is how we Morgan Michael Real Estate. Okay, so here they are. They haven't posted since 2022, and they're with EXP Realty now. So Morgan Michael. Let's click on Morgan Michael's website. Look, this is how we do research. I'm exposing everything right now. This I think down the rabbit hole. We think down the rabbit hole. This is how you think like a strategist. Okay, this is how you think like a strategist. We go down the rabbit hole. You never know what you'll find. You can't just look at things on the surface. All right, so he's forwarding that to this listing right here. So basically, he doesn't have his own website anymore. He's just using EXP Realty's website. This is horrible for real estate agents. The reason why this is horrible for real estate agents is because I clicked on this logo right here. Like, it's okay if we go to if we land on this landing page and don't go anywhere else. But my suspicion is that I'm going to click on this logo right here, and it's just going to take me back to exprealty.com. And Michael's probably not going to get credit for the traffic that he's generated because I clicked on the logo. Well, I might be wrong though. Okay, I am wrong with this. Okay, so let's see something. Okay, so no matter where I go, EXP is doing them right then, because no matter where I go, Michael's going to get credit for this, I think. So let me hit search right here. Search, and still showing Michael. Okay, that's good, Michael. Good, good, good. But let's just see what you're doing, Michael. Let's see what you're doing here. Let's see if you really got your let's see if you really got your peas in a pod. I'm going to go over here, and I want to just see here. I'm going to drop that in there just like that. No website to be found. All right, so let me cross reference this. See, that's the thing, man. When we do see, it's only getting around. It's only ranking for 5 organic keywords. These are these websites that these real estate agents give agents, and they don't do well a lot of times organically because your content looks exactly like somebody else's content with the same company. It just. Let me see. Do you have a blog? So you don't even have a blog. Our resources. Let's see. Yeah, man. Come on, Michael. You're leaving money on the table. Let me go back over here. Michael Williams. Come on, dude. Michael Williams. You left money on the table. You still got a lot of people buying this domain name. I don't know if I'm in the business of buying a domain name today or not. Okay. I might buy this myself. I'm not even an agent, but it's getting 14,000 searches per month, and nothing's coming up. Look at what happens. Look at what happens when somebody searches for that. Nothing comes up. Come on, Michael. You can still use the website that you have now and just forward this domain name to here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to Overstock Domain, and let's see what we can pick this domain name up for. Probably a couple bucks, $20, $30. You can pick this domain name up and build something phenomenal around it. $19 a year. You got agents out here that won't even spend $19 a year for a domain name that can bring them more business. This is phenomenal. I'm gonna link to this. I'm gonna link to this right here. You can pick up this domain name. This is somebody. You can pick up this domain name. Let me pull this up right here. I'm just drop that. So what's the domain name? We got it right here. Atlanta homes for sale. We're gonna drop that right here. Boom. You can pick that up. Just pick the domain name up. Jeez. Okay, so this is what I'm telling people all the time. They're leaving money on the table, but you can take a domain. You know, at bare minimum, you can buy this domain name and forward it to your standing website, or you could build your own little baby Zillow. Let other agents, but you got to have a mindset to allow other agents to list on your platform. That's what a lot of people, they think they're giving their competitors a platform, and you are, but do you really want to be an agent forever? My thing is build a platform, let other people list on it, and charge them the same way Zillow is charging them for premium listing. And now you got digital real estate and physical real estate. That's as far as I'm gonna go right here with this strategy. We're 35 minutes in, but I just wanted to show you just a glimpse of how real estate agents in Atlanta, Georgia are leaving money on the table. It's Robbie Cornelius with Web Asset Group, the number one mindset and marketing consultancy in Alpharetta, Georgia. Look forward to connecting with you really soon. Bye.